Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how I ran a 6AN PTFE line for my fuel, the main fuel feed line on my 1992 Camaro here with the TBI. I'm going to link down below the parts I used. Two of the parts are from ICT Billet. They make two really handy adapters. And then the rest was the PTFE line was from Evil Energy, and I believe the fuel filter was also from Evil Energy. So if you're running a 6AN line, you can use a 6AN fitting fuel filter with removable filters. You can just take the filter out, put a new filter in, and it's a 6AN fitting on each side. Now, real quickly, let me show you the reason why I'm doing this. This is basically one step in a long process of ruling things out that could be going wrong with my car. What my car is doing, it's a 92 305 TBI. Starts, runs, and then after like a few seconds or a minute, sometimes it just dies. Let me show you. Idles high a little bit, then it calms down. And then it does that. Sometimes it takes a minute, sometimes it takes 30 seconds, sometimes it happens almost immediately like that. I've done a fuel pump twice in the history, in the life of this car. I've done a fuel pump relays, ignition control modules, all kinds of things that I've done. I've changed out a big chunk of the vacuum lines. Anything that looked bad, I changed out. I ran a fuel pressure tester. If you have a TBI, go to Harbor Freight and get their fuel pressure tester. I believe it's the, let me find it real quick. The Maddox Basic Fuel Injection Service Kit MHDCT19, and it has, amongst all of the other random fuel fittings, it has this piece right here, which is meant for TBI. This is the gauge that comes with it, and I was reading about 8 to 9 PSI, which is on the low end. So I was, trying to figure that out. But yeah, this is not something you should think that you need to do. If you have hard fuel lines that work, you don't need to replace them. I was just running 6AN line to possibly rule out there being some kind of kink in the hose or a clogged fuel filter or some kind of problem at the back. But let me show you how I did it. And first we have to kind of expose me. Let me show you. Okay, are you ready? Oh my gosh. I cut an access panel. I cut an access panel. I did it kind of right-ish. It's got the Zeus fittings. You can open it up, and then you have access to your panel, and then you can close it, and it looks, kind of neat once you close it. It looks okay. This is just all my sound deadening stuff over here. So I did it somewhat the right way, maybe. Let's start at the back and work our way to the front here. So with the back, there is two options. The option was this Iroc-z fitting. It is a 3/8 hardline tubing adapter, basically to 6AN. And apparently you don't need any kind of seal or anything with this. Somehow it locks onto the 3/8 line and comes out as a 6AN. Let me show you. It just has like one of those ferrule olive things inside. If you call it a ferrule or an olive, I'm not sure. But apparently that somehow locks down onto a hard 3/8 line. But from ICT Billet, I bought this little adapter right here. And this just plugs into your 3/8 line. Mine's about this deep, a little bit past the clamp there. And I haven't had any issues with it linking. There's a hard, like a ridge here that stops it from going further. I don't know if you're supposed to shove the line past that or not, I don't know. But I haven't had any leaks. And it adapts right on to 6AN here. So I ran my 6AN from there down this way towards the stock fuel filter, and let me show you that. I had to jack the car up real quick so I could show you. Okay, so that fuel filter, that 6AN fuel filter up there, this fuel filter is plugged into the stock bracket. Now I just got this roughed in. My hard line is still down here, and I need to secure this 6AN line to where the factory line is. But you can kind of get a gist of what I did here. There's the stock bracket for the regular fuel filter, and this filter that I'll link down below is like the exact same diameter, so it fit right in there. The only thing I had to do is trim down one side of the bracket, and I'll show you what I did. That let the 6AN line run the angle it needed to run with that 90-degree fitting on there. You can see the hole in the bracket right there. I just kind of ground that down using a bench grinder, which happened to be like the perfect width to fit that fitting through. and it turned out really well. You probably do the same thing with a grinder and a cutting disc, but I chose to use the bench grinder so I could kind of finish it off and deburr it and make it look kind of pretty, I guess. I don't know. Also, if you have a 3rd gen, you should get one of these Daytona long reach, low profile jacks. These things are awesome. Okay, and then up here is the, one would say, the piece de resistance, and that is the TBI unit. The line comes up right into the TBI unit, just like a stock line would, kind of. Well, the stock line goes, it like routes up here and around and then through there. Some big convoluted mess, but I just ran it back there. And then another thing I picked up from ICT Billet is this aluminum piece right here. And that is a TBI threaded thing. It has like the little rubber grommet on the end and it's tapered. It fits right in there and it comes out as the 6AN that you connect your 6AN line to. And that piece was freaking handy as heck. And it works, obviously. I mean, the car starts up, you heard it start up. Sometimes it'll run for a minute, sometimes it'll run for 5 seconds and it just cuts off. So fuel line was not the issue, but you know, now I have a 6AN PTFE line for a fuel line that will probably never leak and never break, hopefully, you know, fingers crossed. But I'll link all that stuff down below. Maybe if you guys could have any suggestions or ideas of what I could try out fixing on this thing. I just don't know what it could be. I've done a lot of stuff. I did the idle air control. Did the mat sensor. I did fuel pump relays back there. I always check this fuse for fuel as well. I did new hose for this, some new hoses back there. You know, I've just done a ton of stuff and I'm kind of at my wit's end here. I want to drive this car, it's summer, and I am paranoid that it's going to die on me in the street, which it has. So it sucks. So if you guys have any ideas or what I could do to fix this, if you've had the similar problem, maybe let me know. Again, thanks for everything, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.